So my name is Sharon Chebet. I'm originally from Kenya, Africa, East Africa to be precise. I'm currently a student undertaking my Masters in International Masters of Soil Science and Global Change, or what is known as IMSOGLO, and my specialization is in physical and resource. Before my master's, my bachelor's was in management of agro-ecosystems and environment. This gave me which I did in Kenya between 2014 and 2018 before I came to Europe to do my master's. So it gave me a background on general crop production, general crop protection, environmental conservation, and largely soil science, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today. I've also had an opportunity back in Kenya at home to work with farmers as an agronomist and as a soil scientist, and basically advising farmers on judicious application of fertilizer, irrigation scheduling, general crop production and protection, and also organic agriculture. So I have a bit understanding of organic agriculture and the principles that goes into it, and basically the basic things to do so that you become an organic farmer. So that also has been an eye-opening that I was able to do that through BioVision Africa Trust. So currently I'm in my final semester. As we speak, I have a month and a half to go before I graduate. So my project is about evolution of soil structural stability in a long-term experiment in Askov in Denmark. Mm-hmm. So this experiment has been running from the year 1981 to 2019, which was undercropping. So we are looking at the effect of straw incorporation. And in this sense, it's barley, barley straw. So the rates I'm looking at, it's when you apply 0 tons, when you apply 4 tons, 8 tons, or 12 tons, what is the implication in the soil structure? In addition to that, we have treatments that have cover crops. And the cover crop in this, in question in my project is the ryegrass. So of course, we want to also see what will be the influence of incorporating new straws and at the same time having cover crops. Will it bring a synergistic effect? Will it be negative? And also separately, how will they behave in the event that you don't have straw incorporation? Will cover crop come in and complement it? So it's either separately the effect or combined effect of the two. So as I mentioned that my project is on soil structural stability. The reason why this is of interest is because we are currently with whatever is happening globally, with climate change, pressure on land. We have land degradation because of population increase, demand for more food, and there's also intensive use of land, so that at least we're able to produce more in a small space to feed the ever-growing large population. So because of that, our soils are under threat. And one aspect of soil, that quality that is being affected, is the soil structure. So my project looks into the effective management practices that will help us conserve the integrity of the soil at the same time that we are able to produce. So what we intend to conclude, or the solution that we intend to give is which are these management practices that will help our soil structure become stable, reduce leaching, reduce loss of top fertile soil, but at the same time also maintaining the yield that a farmer needs, and also reduce things like, when it comes to environmental soil erosion, if your soil is not stable, then it's prone to erosion, and with erosion then probably you will have implication of the fertilizers or the chemicals being moved from the soil to the water bodies and to the groundwater. So two things, sustainability in production and sustainability in the environment. So the reason why I applied for IMSOGLO, generally in my bachelor's, I had an opportunity to be introduced to soil science. And after bachelor's, I had an opportunity to work with farmers. And there's one thing that I realized, that so much emphasis has been put on crop protection. There are 1,000,001 generics of pesticides. Every other day we are coming up with fertilizers that farmers need to buy. There's hybrid seeds, better quality seeds, But there is one tier that has been sort of neglected, or the farmers don't really understand, is the soil aspect in their production. So how to take care of their soils. It's not just about buying fertilizers and applying them, but it's about understanding what your soil needs and what is going on in your soil. So I realized there's that gap, and I wanted to be part of the solution to encourage farmers to test their soils, to encourage farmers to be considerate of their soils other than just the fertilizer and the seed. So basically, my point is the knowledge gap that exists between also not only the farmers don't know, but whatever research has been done, there's also that gap between research and dissemination and implementation eventually by the farmer. So that's my motivation to why I chose IMSOGLO, and also the fact that it gives us that global perspective. And of course, I would encourage anyone to undertake IMSOGLO because it's such an wholesome course. It's touching on so many things when it comes to soil physics, soil biology, soil chemistry, the global implication on our natural resource, and specifically soil, and how that translates to the societal level. What is the implication of degraded soil to the economy eventually? What is the implication of degraded soil to food security, which we are going through with countries coming from a country that is 80 to 88% ASAL, they are arid and semi-arid. Then I know the challenges of having degraded soils and the farmer not being able to even produce what is sufficient for their household. But if there was knowledge on what is going on, for example, with drought and erratic rainfall, then the farmer is able to understand how to go about it, how to harvest the water and make use of the little that comes with it. So that's also why I think this IMSOGLO course is very important to anyone to take it up. It's very wholesome and it's very relevant, societal relevance and career relevance to any young person.